Okay, now we will look at few more functions, right? So there is a function called title. Let me just write it down here, otherwise I'll forget. Title, then capitalize, and then replace, and then split. And title starts with insert, capitalize, and replace, and split. Okay, and these are the functions. We'll look at one by one. Now, what is a title? Where each word's first character is capital. Each word's first character is capital. So this is called title casing. This is called title casing. Okay, so I have a string, let us say something like this. A is equal to today's topic is strings. Right, so here this is not in a title casing at all. So this is all lowercase, and I want to convert this to a proper title casing. Proper title casing. Now, if I have to do that, all I have to do is a dot title, a dot title. So this function will convert the string to the title casing, which is this. Right. In the same way, we
Yes.
have another function called capitalize. Another function called capitalize. Right. So I have a string as right where I want to convert only the first character as to uppercase. I want to convert only first character to uppercase, nothing else. Only the first character to uppercase. So that is when I will use a function called capitalize. This will convert only the first character to uppercase. Okay, what if I have multiple words? Bangalore is beautiful city. So if I have this as a string, so if I say b is equal to a dot capitalize, then here you will only convert only the first character. Are we clear? So title converts every word's first character to uppercase, whereas capitalize only converts the first character to uppercase. Only the first character to uppercase. Are we clear? Let us try that. So here, what are we going to do? I'm going to say A is equal to. So this is my string. Today's topic is Python, and I want to convert this to a title casing. A dot title, and this will convert that A string to the title casing format and returns a new string, and we are storing that new string to a value called B. And if you see what is there in the B, now did it convert the first character of each word to uppercase? Yes or no? Now I still have my A, which is in the all in the lowercase. Now I say C is equal to A dot capitalize. So if we see what is there in C, now the capitalize function has converted only the first character to the uppercase and nothing else. Whereas title converted the first character of every word to uppercase. The capitalize function converts only the first character of the entire string to an uppercase. Only the first character. Now we will look at starts with and ends with functions. I have my string. Okay. I want to know if my string starts with a certain characters. I want to know if my string starts with certain characters. Okay. B is equal to, this will say this starts with and ends with, right? Return Boolean. Boolean meaning true
True or false?
or false.
False.
Right. So here, now what is my string? A is equal to Bangalore. Now B, what I'm trying to do here is I want to check if my string starts with ban. If my string starts with ban. A dot starts with ban. Is it true or false? Is A starting with ban? Yes or no?
Yeah, it's true.
Yes, right? If it is yes, then it is true. Yes, it is starting with a string called ban. Yes, and then the starts with returns true, and that true is stored in the value called b, in the variable called b. Now C is equal to same thing, A dot starts with ban. Now what will happen here? Is it starting with ban? Is it true or is it false? Capital A and small a are two different characters. They are not same. Capital B and small b are two different characters. They are not same. Right? If the case is different, they are not same. Okay. And hence this returns false. It is starting with the capital, but this is starting with a small case, and this will not be entertained. So hence it is false. In the same way, if I want to know if my string ends with a certain value, d is equal to a dot ends with re. A dot ends with a dot ends with. So what will be the output here? Ends with re. Does it end with re?
Yes, true.
Yes, sir.
Right?
True.
True.
True. What about the other case? Does it end with lore?
True.
Yeah, true.
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 Does it end with sore?
False.
No,
False.
false.
Right? Hence it is false. Okay. Are we clear with this?
Clear, sir.
Clear.
Clear, sir.
Good. Thank you. All right. So capitalize and replace. We will look at replace. Right? Something like this. I have a string. Now I want to replace town with city. I want to replace town with city. Okay, this is my requirement. I want to check if the string contains something called town. If yes, replace it with city. What do I want to do? I want to find if this string contains a string, a small string called town. And if it is present in the string, then I want to replace it with city. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use a function called replace, a function called replace. Statement is the string which contains Anantapur is a beautiful city, and I am going to replace. What do I want to find? First is I want to look for a particular word. What is the word that I want to look for? Town. And if it is existing in the string, I want to replace it with city. I want to replace it with city. So find this, replace this. Right. So once we execute this, if I print updated, this would print a string Anantapur is a beautiful city rather than town. So my old statement will still be same because remember strings are immutable. They cannot be modified. Right? This is not modified. The original statement is as is. The original string contains the same text, but after replace, it has returned a new string and that is stored in the variable called updated. That is stored in the variable called updated. And let's try this. Okay, fine. Okay, so this is my statement, right? That is the value that is present in it. Now I'm going to replace. I'm trying to replace. Updated is equal to dot replace, right? I want to find something called town in this. And if it is present, it takes two parameters. The first parameter is the find this. What should I find? What should I find? Okay. The second thing I want to replace it with city. So it takes two parameters, find and replace. Now, if I see my old statement, that is still has the same value. But if I see what my updated, that would have been updated with the city. That would have replaced town with city. Am I clear? Now I will write one more statement. Right. So this is my statement. Okay. Now tell me what would happen. I'm going to find is and I'm going to replace it with was. I'm going to find is and if is present in the string, I want to replace it with was. How many times is repeated in the string? It is repeated twice here and here. Yes. Now, if I execute this statement, it is going to replace is in both the occurrences. It is going to replace is in both the occurrences, not just once. Wherever I am finding the string, I'm going to replace it with this string. So hence is replaced with was in both the sections, So A is equal to it is this was or something like this, right? I'm just writing. Now A dot replace, find wherever you find is, replace it with that, something like this. And if you see wherever it has is, it has replaced that with, right? Even here in the word this, you see that there is. Yes, yes or no? So hence it has replaced that with is with that. Right. So we will stop our class here today, and tomorrow we will see more functions, which is we'll be looking at a function called count. We'll be looking at function called find. Then you will have something called index and split. These are the four functions which we will see tomorrow and continue further with the class.